What is up, YouTube? Guys, Jericho426 coming at you with another Marvel Contest of Champions video, and today, guys, I have something a little bit special for you. We are going to be making, well, I've been wanting to get into some synergy style videos, talking about the different synergies in the game that can really change how you play different champions. You know, synergies can sometimes take a really crappy or a very lackluster champion and make them at least kind of viable in the game. And then other synergies can take really good champions who are really, really good and make them even better. So, today, guys, we are going to be looking at the brand new Thor Ragnarok buff champion. I am currently in the throes of making a guide on a new Thor Ragnarok, and I will Ragnarok, and I will hopefully have that out tomorrow or maybe the next day. So stay tuned for that. That's coming. But I wanted to talk about a specific synergy that I really haven't seen anyone talking about. So before we get into that, let's talk about really quickly how Thor Ragnarok plays. So his playstyle is basically this. You need to gain the ability to apply shock debuffs to the opponent. Once you can apply shock debuffs to the opponent, you then have a small chance to place an armor break debuff and an even smaller chance to place a stun debuff on the opponent. Now, if you use the special one, this chance to apply a stun is very high, 75%, and if you have a combo meter of 40 or over, this actually increases to 100%. This is like a little preview of the guide. So keep that in mind. Now, so what does this mean? Well, we want to be able to apply shock debuffs. Thor cannot apply shock debuffs until he hits his special 3. Once he hits his special 3, then he has a timer. It ticks down. I'm not sure of the time on it right now. But anyway, as he's hitting, he has a good chance to apply shock debuffs. Then he can apply the armor breaks and the stuns. Now, why are these important? Because when you hit an opponent and stun them, if they already have an armor break applied, you get a gigantic buff to your damage up to 250% of the base attack of that attack, right? So, now, what this means is we have to go through the rotation of getting all the way up to special 3 and then rolling back around either using your special 1 or your special 2. I'm currently playing around with which one rotation is better, just using special 1s or special 2s after the 3. So that being said, there are some ways, one in particular way to get to that special 3 faster. That is using, as you see on the screen here, the Proxima Midnight Synergy. Because it will take about a combo of around 35, if you're playing correctly, to hit your special 3. Once you hit 40, then you will get your Boon of the Gods and you will gain a whole lot of power. So this is a big build-up to tell you this. It's going to take you a little while to ramp up to your special 3, and the first 35 to 40 hits really aren't that impressive on Thor Ragnarok. Unless we have the synergy with Silver Centurion. So let's take a look at this, guys. With Silver Centurion and Thor Ragnarok, Thor's heavy attacks inflict a shock debuff, dealing 50% of attack over 8 seconds. So, what this means is you can jump straight into the game of getting your shock debuffs on the opponent right from the very beginning. I haven't seen anybody else talk about this on YouTube so far. You can jump in right in the beginning, get those shock debuffs going, and start trying to apply your armor breaks and your stun debuffs, and go ahead into a rotation. This is going to be really helpful in shorter fights where you don't have a whole lot of time to build up into a longer fight. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this looks like. We're going to parry, we're going to heavy, and we're going to apply 100% chance to apply a shock debuff. You can see our RNG also lucked out. We got our armor break debuff. We're going to apply another shock, and we're just going to kind of parry heavy right now. If we get lucky and we were to hit a stun, then you would see that the damage would actually jump. He would get a big burst of damage. We're going to go straight into our special 1, and you see we got that stun right there, and we got a little burst of damage with that. Now, so let's go into the fight. We're going to kind of play the fight as normal, keeping those shock debuffs on the opponent because it's going to allow us better opportunity. Look, you see that big burst of damage that happened right there. Now, we're gaining close to our 30 hits in the combo meter. Using the Proxima Midnight synergy, you only need 30 hits in the combo meter to hit your Boon of the Gods power gain and not 40. So now we hit our Boon of the Gods, we're going to go straight into our special 2, which is going to be unblockable thanks to a synergy with Hulk Ragnarok. Now we're going to hit our special 1, and look at that damage just jumping out there. We got the stun off of that, the automatic stun because we are above 40 in our combo meter, and that special 1 has a very high chance to stun, and then stun again. Look at that. Red Hulk had absolutely no chance at the end of that fight. Now we're going to show this off one more time. This ended up being Joe Fix It. I swear I actually wasn't trying to hunt down a bunch of Hulks. It's just how I'm using the side quest to kind of play through, and that's just how everything turned out. So again, we're going to apply that shock debuff here, and we're going to go in and we're going to go ahead and hit our special 1. This is going to give us a high chance to stun, but our RNG didn't quite work out that time. So again, there is a little bit of RNG dependence as long as you're below 40 on your combo meter. So we're going to go in, we're going to try to apply that shock debuff again if we can get our parry. Nope, we'll just dash back. There we go. And you see you got that big burst of damage when you got the stun. Now we're going to hit our Boon of the Gods. We're going to go unblockable. There we go. We got another stun. We're going to hit another special 1. We're going to stun again. A big burst of damage on that one. And then unfortunately my timing was a little bit off on this last one, and he did block it, but that's okay. We were only 43 hits in, and we've already got this Joe Fix It down to about 26% of his health. So going really well. We're going to block this again. We're going to try to go ahead and apply another shock debuff. We're going to parry. We're going to heavy. There we go. Get our shock and our armor break. Go ahead and throw our special 1. We're above 40 hits in the combo meter, so it's a guaranteed stun. And there goes this Joe Fix It. So guys, as you can see, this synergy with Silver Centurion and the brand new buffed Thor Ragnarok is an absolute game changer when it comes to his gameplay. It negates the fact that you have to always race towards that special 3. You can actually start hitting those stuns, hitting those little bit of a bigger numbers earlier on. Now, obviously, to get the most out of his gameplay, you will still want to at some point hit that special 3, but this does give you an early opening to be able to hit some of those tasty, big burst red numbers early on in the fight, guys. So, with all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please give me a nice thumbs up on this video, and if you are not subscribed to the channel, it really does help me out. Please make sure you hit that little subscribe button, little notification bell. The full guide to how to play Thor Ragnarok will be coming out within the next 2 days. As soon as I get it finished, guys, I promise you, it'll be very swift. It is the first thing on my mind right now. So, guys, again, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I hope you are enjoying the new Thor Ragnarok buff. And as always, I will catch you on the flip side.